Okay, so today is a day three for SQL classes. So it's till the DQL data query language that we'll be learning. So we have started DQL yesterday session, but some things, it's a huge thing. So I covered some good things yesterday, just like aggregation function, some sorting thing, and the other operator as well. Today I'll be covering the things of subquery, some set operators, join. Join is the most important steps over here. And if anyone is having, I mean, uh, going for the interview for data engineers and all, the join should be definitely coming. So they would be giving you the scenarios, not only the syntax for SQL, how to write joins and all. Rather, they can give you the scenario of two or multiple tables, and they will be asking if we join these two tables, what should be the result and all. Okay. So this kind of stuffs can be coming, and those are very important as well for your project purpose. And the next thing is I'll be creating, some mixture of DDL and DQL. Yeah, those are the all stuffs that we'll be learning today's session. So let's start with the subquery part. Okay. Till now, just quick questions. So any doubt from your side, what you have covered till yesterday from any one of you? Okay. Fully no. Remember to log in the database. Can we clear those stuffs? Okay. Just a quick introduction for this particular tab, administration. So, the database, actually, if we are working in a company over there, generally we should not manage the database. Okay. So, the database should be managed by the DBA team, database administrator. So, they will be create service account, new user. We need to raise request for our access to this database. They will be giving us access. They can give us permission for variety of roles, just like DDL permission, DML permission. If we only have DML permission, we cannot create table in a particular schema. Some schema we should be having admin privileges as well. We can do anything. So that can be controlled. If this is a big company, then DBA is a separate team. They will be helping us to give access and all kind of stuffs. And after getting the access, we can only work in the schema part. Okay. So maybe we are developer or support team for the data engineers. Then we just have to maintain the data part only, not the admin part and all. Okay. So that thing I'll be coming again later, maybe in tomorrow's session. Not tomorrow exactly, in Monday's session. What specifically things the database administrator can do and all. Okay. So I'm going ahead with the schema part. I just created few new tables for our today's learning purpose. Till yesterday we have only student. Let me just select the student table. Okay. So there is same data in student table. Now what is subquery? Subquery is a very important steps over here. How it's been used. Suppose we have gone through what is the maximum value? Okay. Suppose this is a big data set. Now, uh, I mean, uh, principal wants to see who is the person who received the maximum marks in class 5. Okay. Then we need to choose what is the class 5 maximum marks. That should be select max. We are using an aggregation function of student where class equal 5. Oh, class is not there. I updated. I renamed it yesterday. Standard. Okay. 470. Now that does not signify who is the person or who is the student. We just got to know who received 470 marks. Then we need to search into the student again, where marks equal 470 and standard equal 5. Okay. So I just search from this particular query what is the maximum marks received by a particular student in standard 5. Then I'm searching for who has received the marks 470 in that particular class. I need to search it again in the main table. Then I think I can got who is the, who received the, who is in first position or who received the maximum marks for this year in 5 class. Okay, I think I am clear to you. If not, please tell me. So just like the searching process, I'm doing two query operation to get the entire things done. So subquery will help us to get rid of this kind of stuff. We can put only a single query. How to do that? So I'm just eliminating these stuffs over here, or just like these stuffs only. Okay, we can put the subquery in this place, the entire query over here. So what I'm doing, it's working as a subquery. This is the main query. Select star from student, where marks in the filtering criteria I'm passing another query. This is called subquery. And from this select query, I think, we are aware that only uh, only the particular mark should be passed by this particular query. Okay. So the particular value should be coming over here, and it should be fetching only the particular marks by the student. You can also put and standard over here as well, because maybe there is something. Ideally, if fourth standard student is also having 470 marks, then it should be throwing us two results. Okay. Just for this, we need to put both of them. Okay. So you can see it's a subquery and we are receiving single output. Our time is, we do not have to put multiple queries to check the data. Just only one single query. It's a single query, but it's calculating in another query from another query and fetching data or returning data from this query. And that has been helpful as a filtering criteria. So this kind of subquery is very much important when we will be learning the thing, or when we are doing some analytics part or doing some backtracking of data issues or just like this. Okay. Is it understandable for everyone? What is subquery and how
Can
we
you
are
repeat
using?
again? Uh,
Yeah, tell me.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah, tell me.
Can you repeat it again? Why you put and standard is equal to 5?
Okay, this particular thing. mm, so what this thing is returning? It's only returning the marks. Okay. The marks for the greatest marks for standard 5. So we received that if we run this thing, only 470 should be coming. Suppose we have another student in standard 4 or standard 3 having the same marks, 470. Then if we just do not run this thing, we are commenting out this part. So if we do not run these stuffs, then both of the marks or both of the students should be appearing over here. But principal told us who is the maximum, I mean, who got the maximum marks in standard 5. So that's why the ideal scenario or this is the better approach. We do not
Uh,
have 470 marks twice, I think, in our database. But suppose we are having someone, then we should not, we should be receiving both of them, both of the two rows or three rows. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that's
but
yeah,
we gave like student where standard is equal to 5, right?
yeah.
Already
This will be
we
returning
added
by this
where
query
condition
only.
there.
Yeah, this query, it's, I mean, that particular thing is been used. So we are only receiving 470 over here. Just you can think this query is returning 470. Okay,
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah, but it is giving the highest marks of fifth standard, right?
Correct. But in this query, it will not understand 470 is
Uh,
coming from where.
which standard?
Correct. Let me give you a quick example.
Yeah.
Let's start from student. Let me update some value in fourth standard. Okay, fourth standard. Let me update this 480 to 470. So how to update it? Anyone? You can also tell me how to manipulate any data. What should be the command?
Alter.
Anyone?
Alter.
Alter is DDL. Alter will change the table structure.
Oh, okay, okay.
Anyone? Anyone? You can also think, Niharika, one more thing. In DML, we can use update statement.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Update, then table name.
And set.
Yeah, correct. Set marks equal 470. I'm just manipulating the thing.
Yeah, where?
I'm just assigning to. Okay, let me assign the thing to Rani. Okay,
Okay.
where
First name is equal to Rani.
first name equal Rani, and I need to just quickly check Rani is not duplicated. No, Rani is not duplicated. So let me quickly update it for our purpose. Okay, so 470 has been updated. Okay, fine. Now let me just put the subquery again. Where select max of marks from student where standard equal 5. Okay, let me quickly run this thing once more. Okay, let me minimize this thing. Okay, now I'm just going to, I'm not doing this filter. So this thing is only returning 470. So from this query, they only should take the output from this one. Okay, now let me run this. Let me check. Okay, you can see this query will only see what are the output from this query. It will not see what standards I have put over there. It will just take the output of this query as the input filter of this query. Okay. So that is why, as per our requirement, we need to put. Okay, I think we can understand. Both of the records has come because 470 is contained by both of them. Just we need to put this filter again over here at the outermost query. Okay, then we can take only one as per our requirement. That is understandable, Niharika?
Yeah, I got it, sir. Thank you.
Oh, okay, okay, fine. Thanks for the question. So I think subquery is fine. I mean, just I gave some example. It's useful for. I mean, I can use multiple steps as well. We can use some operator. We can do average. Maybe user can. I mean, principal can say who are the particular students having very low grades or having less than 480 or 450, then they should be having special classes. So we can just have marks less than equal to, or we can put average marks or marks equal to this kind of stuff. We can do or manipulate at our own way. But subquery we can use for that kind of stuffs. When we are using two or three query to come a single purpose or just like this, that can be done or merge in a single query to run, and that is the purpose of subquery. Okay, we can use in any way as per our requirement. Okay, okay. So moving to the next topic, that is set operator. I think we are if we have I think we all have us have learned about the set operator, just like Venn diagram, union, intersection, those kind of stuffs. Minus. So set what we have done in set theory, I mean two kind of sets can be merged if we do the union part. Okay, and intersect means it will show us the common part only, common thing, common data between two data tables or just like this. So how to do that particular stuffs? What is the syntax? For that, I created two tables. Let me just delete this. So the same kind of operation we can do between the table. So we know that student table is having fifth, fourth, and third standard of record. I also create another particular data set. From this data set itself, this is a big name. Let me pick it up from here to here. Can do this thing in this way. Okay. So we can see only fifth standard result is there for this kind of table, this table, student class 5. Now we can do this kind of operation. So just to let you know once more time, student is having more record. As student class 5, we just have fifth standard of record. That's it. So let me do the set operation. How to do that? I mean, we can type the first table, put the union clause over there or union all clause. Okay. And the second query. That's it. Nothing else. If we run this thing, we can see the data will be merged. So from the first table, it will be taking all the records till this one. Then second table, it's merging the thing. Nothing else. Okay. This is for union all. If we put union, union is has a different functionality. Union will check. It will not duplicated the things. We can see fifth standard is duplicated because student is having already fifth standard of record and student 5 class 5 is also having fifth standard of record. So that's why those 5 records are duplicated. Okay. Now if we just put union, union thing has the capability, it will merge the thing, and while merging the thing, it will be checking for duplicates. And if there is duplicates, they will remove the duplicates. They will put one records in single time. Okay. Those are the difference. Yeah, you can see the tables are merged, but only fifth standard record is, I mean, it's not duplicated. Okay. Intersection. How to check intersection? You can just put intersection or intersect, I'm assuming. Intersect. The keyword is intersect, not intersection. Yes. Intersect, it will be the common data set. The data set who is, I mean, the particular data set who is common between two tables. That's why the intersection is there. Okay, just one or two more things. To do this kind of set operators, we have to use the same number of columns between each of the table. Otherwise, we cannot do this kind of operation. Suppose we have the employee table. Employee table is having only two columns. Let me just do the same operation with the employee table. It will be throwing me error. Let me pick this thing. It is throwing the error because different number of columns between two data set. So first of all, the set operation, if we just want to do set operation, we must be having same set of column. Otherwise, it will not be occurring. Okay. And the operation is invalid if we have different number of columns between two data set. Okay, I think that is understandable. Okay, hopefully yes. Now the most important topic that is called join. So I give some example of the join, why we need join actually at the beginning of the session, maybe to establish relation between two tables. So we have normalized the tables. Now we do not have the partial dependency on the primary key for the first table and the second table. Uh, to remove the partial dependency, we can segregate the data between tables. But to get the data integration again, we need to have the join there. Otherwise, we cannot fetch the entire data set again. So this kind of stuff we need to join again. Join the stuffs. So I started with some few examples of what is join. It's not only SQL perspective. If you are doing any kind of different languages, just like Python or any other stuffs, and working on top of join, in interview they can ask the same. This kind of questions. They will give you two tables and they will tell you how to join. I mean, they will not tell what the syntax. Rather, they can tell if that is the criteria, what should be the output of this join. Okay. So this kind of questions you may get in any kind of interview if you are facing a data engineers interview. So for this example, I have taken two particular tables. This is employee details table, and this is employee designation table. So over there, so our criteria should be just like this. Maybe if I'm working in a particular company. Our criteria is this, that we do not have all the things in the employee details table, just like employee designation is not available over here. So I need to pull employee designation from another table, and the resultant data set should be having this kind of relation. Employee ID should be there, age should be there, designation should be there. Okay. So for that kind of stuffs, we need to search for common columns. So primary keys as well, we can see over here. So based on this common column, we can join between two tables. Okay, employee details table and employee designation table. And there are three, four kind of joins. There are lots of join criteria. Actually, the main important stuffs are inner join. Inner join means the common column is having the data. We need to check the data. 1, 2, 3 employee ID is there, and over here 1, 2, 4 employee ID is there. So if we do a inner join between these two table, it will be searching for common records. Just like employee ID is having 1, 2 is matching with this data set. So it will be returning 1, 2 employee age and employee designation as this two. Okay. If we do the left join, putting this table as a left table, then it will be taking every records from left table as the reference, and now it will be checking 1, 2, 3 between 1 to 3 how many records are available over here. Excuse me. In employee designation table. Okay, so it will only get 1, 2. So it will be returning only 1 and 2's value over here. As 3 is missing, it will be returning null value. Okay, the same thing is for right join as well. If we do the right join, it will be taking this one as a reference. Okay, this thing would be also coming null. If we are returning first table's employee ID over here, then it will be null. If we are returning the second table's employee ID, then it should be 4. I'll be showing you this thing you in the example as well. So if we do the right join, it will take this thing as a reference, and uh, by this reference, it will be checking the thing over here. Whatever it should get, it will fetching the thing. Otherwise, the thing should be pushed to null. Okay. Beside that, we have the cross join available. Cross join means it will be just crossing the thing. For individual of this product, only one employee ID. Both, all of the three should be repeated. Then again, for two, all of the three should be repeated. For three, all of the three should be repeated. That's it. That is called cross join. There is very less. Generally, we do not do the cross join. If there is any such criteria that we have to do for what are the number of combinations between the two tables, if it is required for any business purpose, then only cross join is required. Otherwise, it is not required. Especially we should work about these two or three. Okay. So joining concept, is it clear? I'll be just going ahead with the same kind of stuffs in sequel manner. So did you understand what is the concept and what is the thing we are doing over here? Any doubt? Okay, hopefully no.
Uh,
Yes,
Sir,
Niharika?
can you repeat the left join and right join one more time, please?
Okay, left join, we need to keep one of the tables as a left. That should be the reference table. Okay, actually left and right join is same. Where we are placing the thing. That's the concept. So the right join, we can get the similar kind of stuff. So I just put this thing over here and this thing over here. It will operate as the left join again. But I mean, if we are keeping the position of the table as a constant position, then the left join and right join will matter. Left join means we will take this table as a reference table, and based on this common column, what are the data we will be receiving from second table. Okay, from the right table. That is
Okay.
called left join. And right join means if we have this thing as a right position and we are taking this thing earlier and this thing later, by taking this reference, what are the common records of this table? This kind of stuff, if we do, then that is called right join. But
Uh,
while do the syntactical stuffs, you can see, I mean, how left and right, I mean, uh, where is the position of left and right? That's all. Left and right, I mean, in while putting the query, there's no left right actually. So what table I'm pushing it, I mean, writing earlier, that is the reference table. And for left table, whatever table I'm writing first, that should be considered as a left join. And for right join, what I'm writing second or putting second, that is called the right table. Okay, I'll be coming to this thing later quickly in this example. Just to quickly show you, let me omit this window. Okay, let me quickly select the table just to show you. I create those two tables for our join example. The same data is there, what we just checked. Select star, I miss the from. Okay, is the wrong table name. Oh my God, I did not comment the data. Okay, I need to insert the data, huh? Just give me 1 second. Let me pick this thing up. I'll be just checking. Okay, employee designation. Let me insert. What should the command? I'll be inserting those three records. Insert. You can repeat to brush up your quick knowledge. Insert into table name. Use me. Values equal 1, comma, data scientist. 2, senior manager. Code for analyst. Sorry, I inserted everything, but that got erased for one control language that we learn tomorrow. Why it got erased? Give me 1 second. Analyst. Let me run this thing. Okay, let me commit. I hope the same thing should be there for details as well. No, details is having record. Great. So deleting that stuffs, the employee details and select star from employee designation DSGN. Okay. So same record of is there. 1, 2, 3 is the common key. I mean, employee is the common key. 1, 2, 3 record is there in employee details, and 1, 2, 4 is uh, the records from employee ID of employee designation. Okay. Now I'm going ahead with join. I'll be putting this table as left and this table as right. So what should be the syntax? Select. Okay. Let me put the table first. Some with some spaces over here. I'll be doing the column name later. What should be the syntax? It's very important. So I'm putting the first table earlier, this table earlier, employee details. Okay. So over here, we need to put the alias because alias is very much helpful. We also cannot use the alias, but why alias is required on top of table that I'll be telling you quickly. Let me just do putting the join keyword. If we do not put any join, left join, right join, inner join, by default it will take inner join. Okay. By default, join will pick inner join. Otherwise, we need to put left join, right join, cross join. Okay, employee details, then employee designation. Now, what particular columns I want to see at the resultant data set? So that should be obviously employee ID. Now, a question should be coming, which particular table employee ID should I pick? Whether this table or this table. Let me pick this table. So to clarify this thing in the join, we should put the table dot column name. Okay. So that's why the table name is a big name. We can make it a alias. Let me quickly show you the thing, then I'll convert it to alias. Then from the same table, I'm taking employee age as well. Employee age. This is in select statement. Select statement, whatever column I can put, I can see the same thing. If you can remember in yesterday's session, just I'm putting the table name dot column name because there will be conflicts. Which table I'll be picking up the column, which column. That's why. And from employee designation, I'm picking up the designation column. Okay. From keyword should be there. So select employee ID from the first table, employee age from the first table, employee designation from the second table. That thing we are taking at the, it will be showing at our output. Okay. So we just put this table. In between, I'm putting inner join there, and there should be a condition on. The condition should be written by this keyword on. Then we need to put again by which common column we are joining it. Employee details dot employee ID equal employee designation dot employee ID. So employee ID is a common column. So first table's employee ID equals second table's employee ID. So that is the thing we are joining over here by this condition. And what are the resultant data base or data set I want to see, that is mentioned over here. So if I run this thing, let me see. Okay. So we are getting only inner join part. Let me do some more thing. We can take the advantage of alias. First table, I'm just aliasing as A. I can put also as the same thing or space A. Second table, I'm aliasing at B. Then it's, I do not have to put this kind of stuffs. So that's why while doing the join, you can always use alias and it should be very less in size. The query is very less in size. It should be coming from B table. Give me 1 second. Any doubt what we are learning till now? Okay, hope no. So I'm just doing the same thing again. I'm doing the inner join, just I aliases the table and only using the alias thing over here. If there is any doubt for join, please ask. I mean, otherwise, join is one of the most important stuffs in SQL, and it's been used for every prospect or every aspect of learning in an advanced SQL part. So, please tell me, please do ask the questions if there is any. So, it's the inner join. We are getting the same set of result. What should be the required one? Okay, the same thing we just learned over here. Only the common record should be coming. This thing would be coming, and we are printing this designation, so that thing will be coming over here at the data set, final data set. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going ahead with the left join. I can do the same thing. This table is mentioned earlier. So if we just use the left keyword over here, and then that table should be operating as a left table. It's my left hand side, and that table is my right hand side. So if I just print the result, as the common column is employee ID, it will be take the reference for employee ID and putting the reference earlier over here. And based on this employee ID, it will be searching in second table, in right table. The common records, it will be passing the designation, and which is not common, just like for employee ID 3. Employee ID 3, there is no data for designation table. That's why the designation, they have passed null value. Okay. Okay. Let me put one more steps. In second table, we know there is also employee ID table. This one. If I also put this thing in our resultant data set, let me put all the 4 columns. Okay, so I'm picking A dot employee ID means the common column employee ID from the first table, as well as I'm putting employee ID again from the second table. Let me run this thing. Then that thing should be more clear. Okay, so employee ID is null as well. I mean, employee ID 3 is null over there. That's why we are getting null value. This employee ID is from first table, but the column name is same, but we have aliases. Let me alias emp ID details. Details means first table. I just aliases it. Emp ID daily designation. I just aliases it. That's all. Otherwise, we will not be understand which employee ID. Okay. So this is first table employee ID. This is second table employee ID. So as we are joining, data 3 is not there. Employee ID 3 is not there. That's why this thing is getting null. So let me convert it to right join. The exact opposite thing should be there. So it will be taking the second table as the reference table. It will print this thing earlier. Then it will be checking those data into the left side of table, employee details table, and those many records will be returned who are matching. Who are not matching, it will not be returning. So 1, 2, 4, it will be taking everything from there. Now it will be checking what are the matching record from the first table. If they receive any, then that they will print. Otherwise, they will not print. Okay. So those are all the stuffs. Actually, right join, left join, I can just do the left join only. If I just change the position, then whatever we have performed for right join, the same thing should be repeated. Okay. This is very important. So any doubt from anyone? Devi, Nitu, Niharika, I think all of you understand the scenario for join and how we are joining.
Sir,
Uh,
what happens?
yeah, sir. I
Yeah,
understood.
Sushma. Any
What
one
ha-
at a time. Sushma,
what
please tell me.
happens when we don't give this condition? Employee ID equals to B employee ID.
Then by default, it should be working as a cross join. Okay. If we do not put the condition, it will be crossing. So left join, there is no point to put left, right, any join. It should be crossing. There should be cross join. Okay, it's not returning anything. Mm, manual syntax error is there.
Actually,
Let
here
me.
employ
If you're telling this kind of stuffs, or
no,
sorry,
this is the one I am telling about on condition.
if we do not put on
Not
this
about
thing,
on, but actually what I'm asking is employee details equals to employee detail in A is employee details, B is employee designation.
correct,
We are seeing we are searching about employee ID in the employee details and
correct,
employee ID in the employee designation.
correct.
So comparing both of them,
Mm-hmm.
we'll be getting common of that, right?
Correct, correct.
Then why it is needed? Here we are searching for left join. So eh, just a employee ID details is enough, right?
But we need to tell the table what is the common column based on the joining should be appearing. Okay, common column I haven't describing over here. Maybe employee ID, the name is same, but the data is different. Maybe there is such kind of data. Employee ID, I can put A, B. In some table, they are using it as a alphanumeric one. Now let me put 1 1, 1 3, 1 8. Or let me put employee ID. Let me put over here a student ID. Okay, let me change a bit. Teacher, okay, employee age is student, faculty. Okay, so employee, just like concept should be there. Some employee should be trained by some faculty. Okay, and the common column I'm putting ID. It should be just like 1, 2, 4. That the same thing I'm repeating over here. I'll be joining between these two tables. Okay. So over here, the common column is employee ID from this table and ID
Yeah.
from this table. Okay. Then we need to join. We need to tell them that. Let me quickly design this thing. Then that should be good. Okay. Help me how to add a new column in employee designation.
Alter
What is the
table
alter table name?
employee
Correct. Then add
add column.
add column. Column name should be there. No column keyword. So
Okay. ID
ID.
int.
Okay, ID is already there. Let me put faculty ID. Let me put faculty ID. Then I'll rename this one.
Okay.
Okay. Faculty ID is should be integer in nature. Okay. Let me run it quickly. It has been completed. Let me check the data. Okay, I need to push 11, 12, and 13. Rename. I'm also renaming this thing. And what is the thing? And I need to update the data as well. Yeah.
Set faculty ID equals to
Yes, 11 where ID equals 1.
1.
Correct. Update keyword is wrong. Yeah. Okay. Why it was we put 2 over here, it was 2. It was 4 over here. Let me put in this way. ID equal 4. Okay. Now I'll be joining over here. I think the concept should be more clear. So I'll be joining employee ID from the first table, details table, and joining ID with second table. So I'm changing the thing quickly. So over here, let me remove something. B.employee ID, it should be throwing error because there is no employee ID table anymore. We have only ID table. Okay, just let me put this thing. And over here, I'm editing as ID. Okay, so I'm joining A.employee ID with B.ID. So this on condition, just it will tell me, it will recognizing the thing based on which common column I'll be joining. Okay, this order can be different. This order I can put B.ID. That is, there'll be no matter. Okay, I can put in this way as well. But this on criteria, it will be helping the joining criteria based on which common column I'll be joining. Maybe there are multiple columns as well. You can join. Then we can put where there is multiple column to join. So suppose 3-4 more conditions we need to put. Then we can join on top of this thing by putting on then and another condition then and another condition. This kind of thing we can put if there are multiple joining condition. But this on is been used to identify based on which columns we are joining. Okay. So can I mean, get the questions properly? Actually, Sushma, can you please tell me, or it's not clear? I'll be then trying to clarify it once more. This should be
what
the
is the thing? Yeah. Here employee details is in employee details employee ID is 1, 2, 3.
yeah,
In employee ID of the employee designation is 1, 2, and 4.
correct,
Here we are comparing designations ID and the details ID.
correct.
Comparing in the sense, which one
Not
of is the
comparing, we are just
similar?
checking the common one, or what are the extra.
Okay,
For the left,
I got
just
it.
think it will take the reference, it will put the left tables one first, and it will search for what are the available of this thing at the two table. Okay, the second table. So
Okay.
what are the common or matching one they will be returning? Okay, I can also there is another column, I can also add that thing, then that should be useful. What was faculty ID? ID. Okay, let me run that enter stuffs again. Okay,
So it is
so
just taking the as a common thing. In details,
not
employee ID
common
is
thing.
taking as a
The whatever is common, correct. That is correct. But it will be giving what are the left references as well. So it will be giving all the records from the left table first. In the left join, I'm telling about. If it's an
yeah.
inner join, then it should be only the common part. The common matching record, it should be returning. Okay. But if it's a left join, then it will be returning the left table's entire record set of the left table, and then matching one should be returned properly from the second table over here. And whatever data is not there for this primary key, it will be returning null value for those columns only.
Okay.
I'm not sure whether I can able to answer your question properly or understand. Is it so or
Yeah, I got you.
okay? I think your question is on the condition. Why we are putting
Yeah,
this condition? This is for
yeah.
just recognizing. I mean, the table or the join does not have the intelligence to check the data based on which the column should be joining. In
Mhm.
other some other tools as well, I check there we do not need to put on. We have worked in ClickSense as a visualization tool there. There we do not put this condition there. We just have to put left, right, or this kind of stuff. Why? Because they will be checking the common name of the column. They will join automatically. Okay. But
Okay.
over here, they do not know what data is present for each of the column. Maybe the column name is different, but the data is same. We are trying to join between this and this and this. So that's why we need to tell the join based on which particular column we need to put or we need to join or we need to take the reference from another table. So that is why this particular statement is required. Okay. Niharika, you were asking something. Tell me, please.
I got it, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So the same thing for right join. Uh, Let me just go ahead with the next topic. Create table from another table. It's also important. This is mainly used for, okay, this is the combination of, I mean, a DDL and a DQL as well. So just like this, let me give you an example. Suppose we need to create a backup table. We need to work something on student table. We need to create some backup table on top of student. Okay. And when I also created that kind of table, student class 5, how I create it? I do not write the DDL again, create table name. Rather, there is some shortcut method. So what is the shortcut method? Let me show you. Create table name. Just like I'm doing a student backup table. I'll be doing some manipulation. That's why I'm creating a backup. If anything appears, then I can revert it back from the backup table. That's why. Give me 1 second. Okay. Create table, backup table. That is a new table name. Put as keyword, select. Now I'm doing the DQL. Start from student table. So this is a DQL. I know we know that. So that should be returning the student tables. And here is the command create table student backup. So we are creating the new table on top of the old table. So this kind of command we can use. Okay. Now we can check the data. I think the student backup should be created over here. This one can check the data is same as student. Student backup. Okay. It's the same record. We can do, I mean, any kind of select operation, what we have done. Maybe we are joining the thing, the resultant data set, we can try to push into a table, a new table. Then we can do the same kind of stuffs. We can join the things. On top of that, we can just put create table name as keyword should be there and put the entire joining select statement at the end. Then whatever we are joining over there, we can push everything into a table. Okay. So that is combination. Let me do one more thing. Just like, let me drop the table. I'm dropping the backup table because I'll be creating it again. Okay. Select start from student where standard, this kind of filtering criteria we can also put. Okay. Standard equal 4. Okay. So I just put the where select condition over here. I mean, select statement, and then I'm creating whatever data will be returning from this statement. I mean, on top of that data, the backup table should be created. That is the thing I mean to say over here. Okay, so let me quickly run it. Then we can see only 4 standard data should be present. So by this thing we do not have to declare the table structure again. What should be the column name and all. So based on the previous one, it should be automatically created the table as well as insert the record. Okay. So while doing one more steps I want to say over here. Let me drop the table again. Let me create a new table. Okay. I'm creating another new table. Okay, it's student backup underscore one. So if we just run this thing by default, it should be creating the table structure as well as the data inside the table. So there is a Boolean operation we can do over here, just like where 1 equals 0. This is a Boolean false operation. This kind of filtering criteria condition we can put 1 equal 1, 0 equal to 1. 1 equal 1 means just like Boolean true. If we do not put anything by default, it should be working as 1 equal 1. Or 1 equals 0 means a Boolean false should be passed as a filtering criteria for that table. It should be returning only table structure, no table data. So this kind of filtering condition with the table we can pass. Then only the table structure will be created. No data should be inserted there. Suppose we have the criteria, we need to build a big table without any data. So what we can do? We can create the table in this way, no issue. Then we can truncate the table and we can use the new table with a new purpose. But the same thing we can do at a single go by using this where 1 equals 0. This kind of filtering criteria we can put. Now if I just select star from student backup 1, then we can see only table structure has been created. No record has been inserted there because this particular filter, if we run this thing, 0 record should be coming. So that's why it has passed only the table structure over here. No table record has been transferred. It is clear to everyone? Okay, hopefully yes. I found couple of students has dropped off. Sorry, I have I mean, the session is a bit extended and the schedule has been increased. Just, but hope that is understandable. Correct. This is also important aspect. We can quickly create backup table or create table from another table from selecting this kind of table or this kind of thing or any kind of select statement, whatever we have learned, just like ordering thing, grouping the thing and all. So this kind of stuffs we can quickly create at a new table by using this kind of stuffs. Okay. So is that clear to everyone? As there is no question, I believe yes. So that's all for today's session. What we have learned. Uh, and in the next session, we can quickly have some hands-on example. I will be giving you maybe. And just a quick question. So all of you has installed the thing, correct? MySQL server.
Yes, Saplik. We installed.
Okay, whoever did not install, if they need any assistance, please help whoever already installed. Just like I saw Niharika, you help someone in the group. So please help them if they ask, or obviously if they do not, then don't help. If they ask for help, please help who have already installed. Okay, so maybe Monday we can have a quick 15-minute session of a quick hands-on from your side as well. If there is any stacking point, we can definitely help each other with the query part and all. But if you just quickly learn it once, then you can remember the things. Because we'll be switching the topic from SQL to Python from Monday onwards. But I'll be just trying to go ahead from Monday. Monday, I think SQL part should be there. From Tuesday onwards, there will be Python. No more SQL. But to understand the thing or to brush up the thing once more time for SQL, just 15 minutes we can quickly. Maybe I'll be giving you some task. You will be trying to cover it. Then the next day we can check it from our side. Just for a knowledge purpose, we need to have this session. Okay. Okay. Let's connect Monday. It's a weekend in next 2 days. So happy weekend to everyone and enjoy your day as well. Okay,
Thank
then.
you, Saplik. You too.
Yeah,
Have a
yeah,
good
Hello,
day.
sir.
yeah,
Hello.
yeah. Tell me.
Can we have this weekend? I mean, so far this weekend we have completed something. So can we have these recordings like in any channel? I mean, YouTube channel or
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
anywhere.
This particular things have been recorded and it's put into a YouTube channel. So Lohit and who are the admin of this group, they are aware of this channel. I'll be pinging him to give you the channel. Okay, the link where they're storing. I'm just giving them the recording. They're storing it. So I'll be giving. I'll be telling them to give you or provide the link again in the group. Then you can check it.
Oh, okay, okay. Thank you, thank
Okay.
you.
And please try to install everyone. If whoever did not install, then we can have a quick competition type of thing. It's not a competition just for our learning purpose. Uh, that's all. Okay. Okay then. Thanks everyone. Bye bye. Have a great day. Have a great weekend.
Bye, Saplik.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Okay, sir. Bye. Thank you.
Bye bye.